Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you why Plus EV betting is hands down the best side hustle in 2025. Whether you're new to betting or you've dabbled before, this strategy beats traditional investments in so many ways. Let's start off with one of the biggest reasons, the returns. You can get far higher returns with Plus EV betting than normal investments. Let's take this example. If you invested £1,000 into a savings account at a 5% interest rate, after 1 year you would make £50 profit. And then after that, you then have to pay tax. What an absolute boring waste of time that is. Now, let's compare this to Plus EV betting. With a £1,000 bankroll and placing an easy 50 bets a week, that's 2,600 bets a year. And now let's say we do £10 a bet for normal bankroll management. This would result in £1,300 profit. Not only is it fun, but it's now tax-free. This is far superior to a boring £50 that you then have to pay tax on. So as mentioned, it's tax-free. Generally, it also doesn't require too much time. However, if you go hardcore at it, then it is going to take up more time of your day. Another good thing is that it is a proven strategy. I've been able to do it, other people have done it, and some people even do this for a living. Another good thing is that it's something that you can scale. You can start with any amount, even something small, and build it up to something nice. And the best part is that absolutely anybody can do this. You don't need to be an expert in sports or a genius with numbers. All it takes is the ability to navigate a few sports betting sites, something you'll easily pick up with a little bit of practice. Like I say, you don't need any insider knowledge, advanced skills, or anything at all. So let's get into what exactly Plus EV betting is. Plus EV stands for Positive Expected Value, also known as value betting. It is certainly not degenerate gambling. If we take this easy example of the coin flip, we know the probability of it landing on heads or tails is 50%, which is 2.00 in decimal odds. Now, if we were to bet at odds of 2.2, this would give us a 10% edge over the fair odds. So the result would be you still lose 50% of all bets you make, but on the 50% of the bets that you win, you get paid out 10% more than you should have done. And this will result in a 10% return on investment over a large number of bets. So let's take another example. If we are betting on this coin flip, we bet on 1 million coin flips at £10 a flip. This means, again, we still lose 500,000 bets, but on the 500,000 bets we win, we get paid £22 per winning bet, resulting in a total of £11 million returned. And that would be a £1 million profit, a 10% return on investment. Now, what the sports books will do is they will price this event at crap odds, maybe 1.8. Now, let's take the example that they are a competitive sports book and they offer odds of 1.9. Again, you lose half of all your bets, but on the 500,000 bets you win, you only get paid £19 per winning bet. This would result in a return of £9.5 million and a total of £500,000 lost, a negative 5% return on investment. And this is exactly how sports books make millions of pounds every single day from sports betting. They're not relying on luck. It's not like everyone keeps getting bad luck and they keep losing. It's purely based on maths. If you keep betting at crap odds, you will become a long-term loser, as shown in this coin flip. And with Plus EV betting, we are turning the tables on the sports book and getting the maths in our favour to get a long-term return on investment. Whilst Plus EV betting is an exciting prospect, which will get you far more returns than traditional investing, we do need to manage expectations. First of all, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. While the returns from Plus EV betting are usually far higher than these investments, it's important to remember that this is a strategy that requires time, patience, and discipline. You're never going to turn £100 into £1 million overnight. Secondly, the sportsbook limit winners. This is the nature of the game. If you are consistently beating the sportsbook, then they don't want you around. They're a business, they have to make profit, and they do eventually block the action of winning players. Now, it's also important to talk about variance. Variance is absolutely inevitable, and it's a crucial concept to understand. You're not going to win every single bet. If you think back to the coin flip, whilst the edge is clear, in the short term, you're likely to go on both winning and losing streaks. If you flip a coin 10 times, it might only land on heads 2 or 3 times out of 10. But the more you keep flipping that coin, the more betting volume you do, you're going to get closer to the probability of it landing 50% of the time. So to counter any sort of negative variance, you basically just need to do a large number of bets to ride out the variance. And like I say, it's not all bad variance. Whilst that's the one with the strongest emotions, you're going to have plenty of times where you go through very good streaks, and you need to stay grounded in those situations as well. So that brings us on to bankroll management. The key to surviving the ups and downs is good bankroll management. Betting too large of a percentage of your bankroll, thinking you're due a win or that you're immortal because you're going on a running streak, is a bad way to go. Just keep things simple and consistent, and you'll be fine in the long run. Now, the final thing to talk about is, what do you do after you get totally limited on all the sports betting sites? To prolong this process, I'd recommend bet on the exchanges as much as you can, because you won't get limited on there, and also spread your bets out as much as you possibly can across the sports book. So you're doing as little action as possible on each and every single one of them. Now, like I say, inevitably you will get limited. And from here, you've got two options. You can either choose to quit plus EV betting and take all your profits and do whatever you like with that money, whether it's normal investing, buy a house, car, go on holidays, whatever it is you want to do. You can take these profits with your head held high and just move on from this chapter in your life. Now, the second option, if you do want to continue, is you can look to take your action to the exchanges on a little bit of a bigger level. So it's up to you where you go. Both options are obviously pretty good, whatever it is you fancy doing. So if you want to get started with Plus EV betting, then I have got you covered. You can simply sign up to my Patreon, where I do all the hard work for you, saving you countless hours a week finding absolute top quality premium Plus EV bets. Last year, my return on investment was 12%, yielding fantastic profits. I show you exactly what to bet on, which website, exactly what odds it should be, and how many units per bet you should be doing. As mentioned, this will save you countless of hours a week. If you've got any questions at all, then you can message me directly. Each time I do an update, you will get an email reminder as well, so hopefully you don't miss out on any of these fantastic opportunities. And there will be a link below for this, so I hope you found this video useful. If you did, then please do like and subscribe. The goal is to reach 100 subscribers so that together we can turn the tables on the sports books and start making some really good money from sports betting.